She already made up her mind about you. You just don't know it yet, because the decision didn't happen during an obvious moment. It happened during a question. A quiet, casual-sounding question you probably answered without thinking twice. Women don't test older men with flirtation. They don't drop obvious hints or wait for you to make a move. They ask two specific questions, and the way you answer determines everything, whether she moves closer or disappears without explanation. Most men over 50 answer both of them wrong, not because they're unintelligent, because nobody told them what was actually being asked. Why women test older men differently. A woman approaching a mature man carries a fear she will almost never say out loud. She worries his life is already finished, that his routines are locked, his heart is closed, and there is no real space for anything or anyone new. She can't ask this directly. So she places the question inside something that sounds like small talk. These two questions appear in almost every interaction where a woman is genuinely drawn to a man over 50. They sound harmless. They are not. Question 1. Have you ever been truly in love? She's not asking about your history. She's asking whether your emotional world is still alive. A man over 50 who answers this with bitterness, who replays old wounds, who lets the disappointment of the past fill his answer, tells her something important, that loving him would mean competing with ghosts, that his heart never fully recovered from what it survived. A man who answers with honesty and warmth, who can speak about love without being owned by what it cost him, tells her something completely different, that he has lived, felt deeply, and come through it without becoming hard. The answer she's hoping for doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be alive. Something like, yes, and it taught me more about myself than anything else ever did. That answer opens a door. She feels emotional depth without emotional damage. And depth in a mature man is one of the rarest things she can find. Question 2. What does a normal Sunday look like for you? This sounds like the most innocent question in the world. It isn't. She is building a picture of your life and checking whether there is any space in it that isn't already occupied. A man who describes a Sunday full of fixed routine, the same chair, the same shows, the same sequence of hours, tells her his life is a closed room, comfortable but sealed. A man who describes his Sunday with even one element of openness, something he's been meaning to try, someone he'd like to have around, a walk he takes that feels different every time, tells her his life still has space in it. Not emptiness. Space. There is a difference. I keep some of it flexible. I like leaving room for whatever feels right that day. That answer does something specific to her. It places her quietly and without pressure inside the possibility of your life. She asked two questions. They sounded like nothing. They meant everything. Women over a certain age have stopped waiting for men to make obvious moves. They've learned that the truth about a man lives in the small answers, the ones he gives when he doesn't realize he's being read. You were always being read. Now you know what she was looking for, and the next time she asks, you'll know exactly what to say.